Hello! Welcome to the Otamatone Session 2. I'm Garrett Snedeker, and today we're going to be going over the art of the private lesson. This will be helpful for any students out there wanting to learn more about the Otamatone or any future teachers out there. Alright, come over here. Welcome to my private lesson setup. Now, the most important part of having students is to not treat any of them with favoritism or bias. For me to check myself, I make sure that I only call my students not by their name, but by the number of minutes they have left in their lesson. That way, I make sure to treat all my students equally. Alright, let's welcome in our first student. Come on in. Hey, 30.
Hi, nice to meet you.
How's it going?
Pretty good, how are you?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Take a seat, please. Awesome. So, for our first lesson, it's important to start out with some interview questions to try and get to know 30 a little bit. The most important thing is to not assume anything. You don't want to assume. I can't pretend like I know anything about 30's background. So, 29. When did you first know you wanted to be a professional automaton player?
Well, it's a great question. I guess I've always been interested in learning more. I'm not sure right now where it's gonna take me, but I'm just interested in learning some more about the automaton.
Okay, cool. Thank you for your honest answer. Yeah. Here, let me try and rephrase my question. Maybe it'll help a little bit more. When did you know you wanted to change your mindset from wanting to learn more to being a professional automaton player?
A great question. I can't really place it. I hadn't really thought about it in those terms,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm really excited to just learn as much as I can about this instrument.
Okay, thank you so much for. I'm glad I asked that clarifying question.
Yeah.
This just helps me know what to work on more with you.
Great.
All right. So the first part of the lesson, my first question: have you watched my Automaton Session 1 video on YouTube?
I haven't.
Okay, so if you can pull that up, what we're going to do is we're going to multitask. You can watch the video at the same time as I teach you. So we'll just kill two birds with one stone in this.
Awesome.
Okay.
Great.
Oh, I'm sorry. We will kill two plants in one garden.
Okay. Yeah. Great.
See. Okay. So at this point, it's important to know that we only use vegan metaphors. I don't want to offend my student in case they're vegan. Killing two birds with one stone is a little graphic, and so awesome. Are you vegan?
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, you probably would be if you were more informed about climate change.
Yeah. Great.
You know,
Yeah. It's here.
and then you just want to put it on the floor.
Yeah.
Do you have a little
totally.
stand on your phone?
Yeah. It's a fold out case.
Okay, great. And you just put it there.
Great.
And
Yeah.
you click play.
Yep. Here it is.
Great. Okay. Yep. So have you purchased your method book yet?
No, I haven't heard of any.
Okay. So something that can help. I have some PDFs on my website that you can download. Actually, if you want to Venmo me right now, then I can send you the PDFs after the lesson. Does that work?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to just do
Sure.
it now?
Yeah.
Okay,
Totally.
we'll just pause the lesson.
Okay.
Okay. Another thing I'd recommend is if you go onto Amazon and you type in Otamatone method book, if you buy maybe the first 6 or 7 that come up, and then over the next year or two, you can go through them and find which one works best for you. I mean, I'm only here as your teacher. I can teach technique, I can teach tone, I can teach balance, but method books are a very personal thing. So does that make sense?
Yeah. Totally.
Okay, cool. Do you have any questions about method books?
I guess as I'm searching, is there any title you know of that really works great for beginners?
Yeah, see, that's another thing where, I'm only here as your teacher, and I can only really teach harmony and melody, rhythm.
Okay.
And so this is another thing where if you just find your own and explore on your own, then I'll be able to help you the best I can.
Great. Yeah.
All right, so I see you unpacked your Otamatone.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's great. I'm glad you bought one. It's blue.
Yeah, I got the blue one. I just like the color blue a lot.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I think it's a good first step to starting.
Yeah.
And, you know, once we progress, we might want to look into other ones. But yeah, we'll get there. So do you want to turn it on?
Yeah, totally.
Cool.
The middle or the...
Yeah, so we got like the piano and we got the forte settings.
Can you... Sorry.
Yeah, well, it's in my first session, and I think we already passed it.
Okay.
But let's turn it on to the middle.
Okay, got it.
Yeah, okay. And we got the different registers in the back.
Okay.
Right? So it's important at this point to explain the different buttons on the back and make sure that the student knows what they all mean. So once you watch my video, you'll know what they mean.
Okay.
Okay, so did you turn it on the low setting here?
Yeah, it's there.
Okay, great. So let's just start, okay?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I would watch out with your fingering.
Okay.
That's the first thing I'd notice.
Right.
When you put the finger down, just make sure that you press it all the way into the Otamatone neck.
Okay.
You'll have a better sound and a better tonal quality, okay?
Great,
Let's go again. Now, see, now the quality of the sound is a little thick. It's a little like too brash.
Okay.
So if you can actually back off now on the touch.
Okay.
Maybe do something closer to what you were doing earlier. That actually worked out pretty well. So.
Okay, great, yeah.
Okay, here we go. Yeah. So do you see what we can do with that?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, let's move to the next register, the middle.
Yeah.
Okay, great. And so now we're gonna try some little trills. Okay.
Okay.
And that's just you play one note here, and then you use the other finger and you kind of like do this with it. So can you do that? Let's try it on your own. Yeah. So okay, let's listen closer. Do you hear when sometimes you get this little crackle sound? Hear that?
Yeah.
We want to avoid that.
Okay.
Well, then we get into harmony, and we haven't gotten there. We're starting just with melody.
Okay.
So let's just try this more of a trill and try and avoid that sound first. Okay. Good. That was great. Now, can you spread it out a little more so we got like a wide trill?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's an interval. Do you know what an interval is?
Not really, no.
Okay, we'll get to that point. Okay, so let's now go into the high setting here.
Yep.
And we're just gonna do a long glissando down. Okay. Do you know what a glissando? You know what? The name sort of explains it. So let's just start at the top of the neck here.
Yep.
And we're just gonna glissando down. Okay. Here we go. You know, actually, would you like to try it on your own? I don't want to like get in the way. You want to try it?
Yeah. Okay. So glissando down. Glissando. Okay.
Yeah, that was a good start. Could it be more like smooth?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That was, I mean, if we're talking about a glissando, there might be some things to work on, but at this point, that was great.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's been a while since I've been talking to you. We've just been really getting into it. Thanks again, 17. This has been great.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right, so the next important thing is to make sure we stand in the middle of our lesson. It's important to do activities, moving, standing, because then we can feel the music better. So let's stand for our next activity.
Yeah.
So the important thing that I like to do in a more standing position is to do a more reflection on the Otamatone and how we can be more one with the Otamatone from day one.
Okay.
So I'm going to put my Otamatone down, and I'm going to reflect your Otamatone through me. I'm going to be looking at the Otamatone's face, its neck, how your fingers move across it. I'm going to be doing whatever I can to center myself to be one with the Otamatone.
Okay.
And once that happens, then we'll try it with you, and we'll see how it goes. Does that work?
Okay. Yeah, great.
Okay, let's go. Oh, you know what? The video might not be able to catch my hand. I'm just going to move it up a little bit. go. Okay. Okay, ready. I am centered, man. Do you want to try it?
Yeah.
Okay, you
Yeah.
can put that down. Okay.
Um.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, however you're comfortable. Doing good. Yep, keep it up, 13. Awesome. How do you feel?
Good.
Of course. Alright, let's move on. So now let's talk. Actually, I'm going to move the camera down just so our viewers can see what we're doing. Good. It's going really well, 12.
Thanks. Yeah.
Okay. So have you talked like at all about rhythm, or have you learned any rhythm at all?
I mean, in elementary school, we would do like, I think it was food names for rhythm.
Give me an example.
I mean, the only one that comes to mind is like a macaroni and cheese.
Yeah,
That's-
that works pretty well.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's try that on the Otamatone.
Okay.
I'll try it and then you can do it, okay?
Okay.
So, macaroni and cheese.
Macaroni and cheese.
Strawberry.
Strawberry.
Spaghetti.
Spaghetti.
I like strawberries.
I like strawberries.
I like to pick a lot of strawberries.
I like to pick a lot of strawberries.
Yeah, so rhythm.
Okay.
Would you like to learn some harmony?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay, ready? Yeah. So, is there anything else you'd like to learn today?
Well, actually, improvisation. I've heard a lot of people do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Let's do some of that.
Okay.
So for improvisation, one of my favorite activities I like to do is a call and response. So what we're going to do is you can do a call, and then I'll do a oh, that must be my next lesson, 11. So we'll do a call, and then a response,
Okay.
and then after that, we'll just go from there. We'll just listen and respond.
Okay, great.
All right, so go ahead. That was great. Would you like to, you can practice this more at home. Is that okay?
Yeah.
Great.
Totally.
That's a great way to introduce improvisation, in case you're wondering. All right. Is there anything else in mind that we can go over? Or do you have any other questions about the Otamatone?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's been really helpful.
Yeah, I think so too. Yeah. So if the lesson's going really well, it's okay to end it early because, if you're the teacher and you have other things you need to be doing in your productive day, the student won't be offended. So 8, thank you so much for this lesson, and I'll see you next week. Sorry. The most important thing is that the student knows what to do when they're at home. So 8 or 7, if you could just go over how to practice, and then if you can also just go over more of what we did today, you should be ready for next week.
Okay, great.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll see you next week.
Sounds good.
Great, thank you.
All right, take care. All right, bye. Oh, and can you send in 30 for me?
Yeah, I got it.
Thanks. Thank you again for coming in today. It's been a real treat to share just a little bit of insight with you. And whether you're on the student spectrum all the way to the teacher spectrum, I hope you have a great day, week, year of automaton making. Just remember, you are the automaton, and you can be as much of the automaton as you would like. Until next time.